Hello, this is Lynn Dye. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk a little WordPress. And we all want to make our sites faster, don't we? And I heard about this plugin that's, you can see here, A2 Optimized WP on Adam Silver's WP Kitchen Sink podcast. So if you're not listening to that, you ought to go and subscribe. He does a weekly podcast that's really good. So he mentioned this on last week's show, and I thought, well, I'm going to go check that out. I also use A2 for my hosting, and I'm very happy with them. And I didn't know that they had done this plugin. I can't tell exactly how old it is, but you can see over here it's only got about 6,000 active installs. So not a whole lot of people know about it. So I wanted to check it out. Adam said he had a pretty good increase in speed, and I wanted to try it too. So I always like to come over here and read a little bit about it. It uses the W3 Total Cache plugin, which is very popular, and you optimize that from within the plugin. We'll look at that on my site here in a few minutes. It also minifies different files to make things go faster. gzip compression, which is really good. It's got a lot of safety features too, like this login URL change, some information on reCAPTCHA. I haven't done these things, but these are also features of the plugin. So I tried it out last week, and here we are over at my website, and here is the plugin and all of the settings. So I've already gone through and changed most of my settings. It said your site has been partially optimized. So I went ahead and did this. And when I did this, I had actually removed the W3 plugin, but it put it back in there and got it configured for me. So it's configuring all of these things using the W3, which is nice because configuring W3 takes a little technical knowledge, and I know I was having problems with it. So now A2 has done it for me, which is great. And I did have this activated, or actually this one activated the plugins and themes. But when I did that, I noticed when I went to work on my widgets, it wouldn't let me change anything. So I had to come over there and disable it. And then when I'm done, I can re-enable it. And these are the safety features I was talking about, the login URL and the reCAPTCHA. I did click this compress images on reload, although I do have the EWWW image optimizer, but it doesn't hurt to have that on. And then these two down here are paid features. I'm using the free features right now. And over here they have warnings. I have a limit on my blog site of 10 posts a page instead of 5. That's really not a big deal to me. And these are some other things I have not activated, and I don't know if I will. But it's been a really good plugin for me, and I wanted to share with you some of my speed tests that I took. So I'm going to pull up this Word document, and I had done some at the first of the year, and then I did some at various stages of me playing around with this plugin. So this is this is one I did today, 3/1/2016. So I want to go up here to the beginning. And this was using web page test, and we'll look at all of these testing sites too if you want to make a note of those. And I did this early in January or late December, and you can see I didn't do very well, did I? And my load time was 3.6 seconds, which is really not that bad. And then down here, I retested it on 2/25. I hadn't really done anything. And I retested it on the 25th, which is when right before I installed the plugin. And my load time was actually a little higher. And these other things, First Byte, we're not going to go into. I haven't really researched what all of these are, but of course everybody knows what an F is and what an A is. And after I installed the plugin, this is what I got. I got 3 A's, a D, and a B, and then I'm not using a CDN right now. That's something else I've got to work on. And my load time went to 2.5 seconds from 3.6 seconds. So, and my scores were a lot higher, which was really nice. I also used Pingdom. I used 4 different tests. So Pingdom was another one. This one was after or before installing. Actually, it turned out pretty well. And load time was 1.39, which, actually, this was after, I'm sorry. This was before load time 2 seconds to 1. And I don't know if it was just a really good day that day or what. Sometimes I did a lot of testing, and sometimes you can't get the same results every time. It just depends on what's going on. There's a lot of variables there. So that was my Pingdom results. And then I showed you this, and I did another one. This is also 3-1. They also have a lot more stats and things you can look at here. We're not going to do that. And this was actually doing one on a blog article. So we'll kind of skip through that. And I wanted to go down to this GT metrics. And this score was not too bad, actually. The page speed was already pretty good. It did say 3.5 seconds, which is not bad for page speed. And I'm not sure what this Y slow means, but I did do another one after installing and went to 89 and 78. So this went down a little bit, a couple points, and this went up a little bit. And page load went to 1.5 seconds, which of course made me really happy. And then the last one was the Google page insights, and this is before, and they gave me a 55 out of 100 for the mobile, and it said it's mobile friendly. And then here I got a 75 out of 100, and so that did increase it. And I guess I didn't measure or look at my desktop, but they do give you some things that you want to fix. So going back to where these speed tests are, I wanted to show you what I was using. One is web page test, and you can get to that by webpagetest.org. And then GT Metrics is just gtmetrics.com. You can go here, and all of these are free, and I was doing one after another, and it didn't say you can only do one a day or anything like that. And on the Google, it's page speed tools. So you can go here and put that in. So it was really a great test. So I would urge you to go out there and maybe try this. It'll work on, you don't have to have A2 hosting to use the plugin. Anybody can use it. And if you like this will be on my YouTube channel, and I'd love for you to subscribe. Just go to my website, go to my blog, and just click that to subscribe. And thanks for coming by.